Do 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 do. Do da da dee na 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 dee. Dee na da 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 me ba da da. Oh, hello. Oh, hey guys. Welcome to happy hour. Hi guys. Welcome to happy hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. What's today's okay. Um Hi. How is everybody? Welcome to happy hour. Cheers. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I am going to wait a little bit. We're going to let some people get in here. And for those of you that would like to get in on the list, if you're checking us out here while we're live, then you can go ahead and check the information in the description box. Yeah. I have 2 people on the list so far. Let me just get into that. Whoa, that's bright. Let me get into that. I got to find my keyboard first. There it is. We're going to get into that. And as people get in here, hello. As people get in here, I will be able to get you guys ready. So let me just check on my list here. I know we have 2 people on the list so far. Yay, Jade! Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. Glad you could make it. Yeah. This is really bright. And now my computer isn't. So I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Hi, Amina. Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic hump day. It's fantastic. It's very, very wonderful to see you all. Holy cannoli, I would love to wear my hair down more, but it isn't always cooperative. Okay, that's a thing. It's definitely a thing. And I get very particular about it. Like if it's great now, I love it now, but like there are certain moments where like, whoa, that's crazy. You do something about that. But thank you, I really appreciate it. So we have another unboxing that we're gonna do. Hello, Nancy. Hi, Michelle. Laura. Well, I mean, if that person was toxic, then blocking them probably was a good idea. I do want to say, Laura, that you share a name. My mom's name is Laura, and I saw that and I was like, whoa, mom's here. She's not. She's not. But I thought that was cool. Okay. So we have 2 people on the list so far. Michelle, you're on the list. You're starting us off. And then number 2, we have Darcy. But then I have 8 spaces left. So if you would like to get on the list, the floor is officially open. I have 8 spaces left. Just go ahead and check. Go ahead and check the description box below. It has all of the information, all the details. I mean, it kind of was a mom scare, but not really. Like I was more excited to see that she was here rather than scared. So anyway, all right, guys. So if you want to get on the list here for happy hour, the floor is open. I have 8 spaces available. Now, let's get into the next unboxing. I am so excited. So I was able to pick this up today. I try to check the PO box daily, but I also just signed up for informed delivery. So I will get an email notification when something is being sent to the box. So that's perfect. So I don't have to necessarily check every day. But so I checked today and this lovely package was there. So I'm going to open this. I don't know who it's from. Hopefully there's a note inside. There should be a note inside, but we'll see. Yes, I am super excited. Well, you missed the unboxing live. Okay, but you can still watch it. The unboxing is still up there for you guys to see if you want to watch. Yes? Okay. Let's see what we've got in here. I am so excited. Oh, also, the shirt that I'm wearing here, before I go any further, the shirt that I'm wearing is a shirt that Nancy bought for me. Look, isn't it beautiful? I love this shirt, you guys. And actually, Nancy, we were talking about how I normally... Hi, Jamie. Oh my goodness, how have you been? My zodiac sign, I am a Taurus in Western astrology. In Eastern astrology, I am an Aries. Anyway, this shirt, we were talking about how this was a medium, and normally I wear a small, but this is actually this fits me really quite well, Nancy. So thank you very much. Okay, back to opening this box here. So you guys, I definitely, if you send me like a T-shirt, a mug, a what is it, a deck of cards or something like that, I have every intention of wearing it while working or using it while on the channel here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is a number of things. Ooh, wait, hold on. This is just the packing slip. Okay, let me see if there's a... Yes, there is a note. We have... Oh, wow. This is another one from Letitia. Letitia sent something. I don't remember exactly what she sent last time, but she sent something that's open in the unboxing. And this says, Eric, enjoy your gifts, Eric. Happy to hear you'll put the air diffuser and oils I sent you to use. Here are a few more tokens of appreciation from me to you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Letitia. Or Leticia. Leticia. Thank you so very much. So let's see what's in it. So, okay. So Leticia sent she sent the diffuser. Let me show you guys. She sent the diffuser, which is this contraption, this thingy. And she sent me this beautiful box of essential oils that has eucalyptus, lavender, lemongrass, peppermint, sweet orange, and tea tree oils in like 5 vials of each one of those. Yeah. So now she has sent, oh my God, this beautiful salt lamp. Oh my goodness. It's a salt lamp. So it says benefits of salt lamps include, as the bulb enlightened salt lamp emits a calming amber color to get better sleep pattern. Hygroscopic, by absorbing and evaporating surrounding water molecules, the salt lamp cleans the air while emitting negative ions. A salt lamp heating can boost blood flow, improve sleep, and calm allergy or asthma symptoms. Y'all know I need that. And then Himalayan pink salt lamps are a great way to naturally enhance your mood and help you to relax. This is so amazing because my ex-husband and I had, well, he still has it, but a friend of ours at the time gave us a beautiful big pink Himalayan salt lamp. And obviously he kept it when I left, but now I have one of my own. Oh my God. I love this. I have to show you guys. I have to show you this. This is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to take it out of the plastic now. Yes, I'm going to take it out of the plastic now so that you guys can see it. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm taking it out of the plastic now because the bulb broke. And now there's glass. There's shattered glass all over my desk, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. We'll clean it up. I am glad that I took that out of there. But look at this, you guys. Look at this. This is beautiful. I wish I could light it up for you, but unfortunately the bulb broke. And I have to figure out how to get that out of there now without cutting the hell out of my fingers. We're going to do this right now, you guys, because I have a pair of gloves. But this is still beautiful. Okay, hold on. I just want to get this out of here. Oh, perfect. Easy peasy. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I just need to replace the bulb. It's a 75 watt bulb, 125 volts. Okay. Easy peasy. Not a problem. I will do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to pack this up. We're going to clean this up. But I am super, super excited to keep this by my bed and use the benefits of it for sleep. But she did also send something else. She sent this. This is called Galactic Brain 4-inch white sage bundles. Hell yeah, I love me some white sage. This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this. Ooh, that would be cool to add a color bulb. That would be so, oh wow, that was so bright you guys can't see it. Oh well. Anyway, excellent. Oh my God, thank you so much, Leticia. I really appreciate this. I have got to clean up this glass right now. But while I do that, I will encourage you guys, if any of you want to get on the list for happy hour, now's the time to do so, yeah? So bear with me while I this glass situation. But I really appreciate all of the wonderful, wonderful gifts that you guys are sending. Like, I have every intention of using them, of wearing them, and all that jazz. This is, I'm so incredibly grateful. So incredibly grateful for all of your generosity, yes? Beautiful, beautiful generosity. This is not so exciting, watching me clean up broken glass here. I'm a little sad that the bulb broke, but I'm actually very glad that the salt encasement, the salt crystal itself did not break, because that is what's most important. A light bulb is replaceable. That salt crystal, is not as replaceable. You know what I mean? So I am super grateful. Super grateful, super grateful, super grateful. Okay, I think we're good for now. How are y'all feeling? How is your Wednesday so far? I'm back with my no drama llama that I had for morning coffee. Instead today, right now, I have tea. Delish. Yes? I hope everybody's doing well. So, all right, let me get into my list here. Let me double check on some things, because I think a new person come in. Okay. Yes, Jamie, I have you. You are here, my dear. All right, Jamie, it's been a while. I'm glad to see you. Very glad to see you. Okay, so that means I have 7 spaces left. So if you guys would like to get in on the action, you can go right ahead. So what I'm going to do, and keep in mind that all of the information is in the description box below, yeah? Put this behind me here just so I can have a little more space on my desk. And I'm going to get started. So Michelle, you are our first victim. All right, so if you're ready, Michelle, I am going to get started here, because I am, in fact, ready to go. And let me see if I can see what your question is here, yeah? Oh, I might be able to come visit the live stream. I might. But tell Nathan I say hi, yeah? Very, very happy to say hi. Oh, yay. Hi. Okay, so Michelle, you are Golden... Oh, wow, they really want me to use this Golden Universal Tarot here. These are direct messages from Spirit, so that makes perfect sense. So you would like... Hey, TJ, you would like to get some... whatever Spirit has for you, yeah? Well, I am. What Spirit's message is about how to walk your highest path. Okay, so Michelle, immediately upon connecting with your energy here, I'm seeing green energy. Okay, and what I want to say, what I'm hearing is that you're experiencing a heart chakra awakening or a deepening of your heart chakra activation. I didn't necessarily want to say that because I feel like you were already aware of this. You've been going through this for some time. I really do feel like it's part of the reason why it's led you to the channel. Oh, cool. It's led you to the channel to begin with. Okay, so that's a given. But what they're saying so far is that in terms of bringing that message forward is follow your heart more as much as you can. Listen to your intuition as much as you can. Okay. I'm gonna give this deck 3 more shuffles for you, Michelle, and then we will see what else we got for you here. Last shuffle. Alrighty. Cut the deck. Boop. Okay. Overall energy for you, Michelle. We've got the 7 of Swords. Hold on, okay, we've got the 7 of Swords here. But what I want to say about this, Michelle, is for you to keep your eyes open in terms of deception around you. I'm feeling an energy of like okay, so what I'm hearing is that your awareness has heightened to the point where you can really start to point out or view deceptive tendencies in others, the way people might be trying to deceive you, trying to pull the wool over, blah, 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 whatnot, whatever. And then you have the 8 of Pentacles underneath that, all right? So, okay, this is part of your refinement work. Now, also, what they're saying through this is to keep your spiritual work or your spiritual developments kind of under wraps. There's probably an energy of feeling like you kind of want to shout from the rooftops what it is you're experiencing, what it is you're learning, how you're changing, growing, etc. But it's not so necessary for everyone to know. Okay, let's look at what else we have here. Yeah. All right. So at the root of the situation here for you, you do have the 8 of Swords. Now with that, hold on, let me change my lighting here because this color is a little too extreme. That's better. That's much better. Okay. You do have the 8 of Swords at the root of the situation here for you. It's interesting because it's very interesting because in the center of the situation you have the 9 of Swords. So in the from the top to the center to the bottom, you have the 7 of Swords at the top, which is crowning you. You have the 9 of Swords in the center of the situation, and then you have the 8 of Swords at the root of the situation. Okay, but then overall energy is the 8 of Pentacles. Again, what it is you're facing right now okay, I'm sorry. I was just reading. I was catching up with the comments here. Okay, they're saying to me you're going through a transition, but what you're facing right now is I'm hearing anarchy. I feel like there's some sort of deception around you, and I feel like, especially now that you're saying that you've been resisting some sort of a 9 to 5 for more independent work, I feel like that's exactly what you need to be doing here. Okay. I'm so sorry I lost my train of thought, but I'm going to get back into it. So we have in your storyline here, we have the Queen of Cups with the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. This 10 of Pentacles energy is kind of speaking of career, sure, but it's a little bit elusive, okay? The 10 of Pentacles is definitely talking about a completion of some sort of life experience here for you. And what I'm getting is you need to really be listening to your intuition and your empathic abilities, because especially getting back to the original message that I was picking up for you about how there could be some deception around you, lying, cheating, backstabbing, whatnot, whatever. You really need to be staying firm in your intuition right now, because I feel like you're being tested in terms of what it is you need to be doing for work or what it is you need to be doing for life. Are you going to follow your intuition, Queen of Cups, or are you going to allow society to tell you that you need to have a 9 to 5 job to support you and your family? What is your heart telling you about that? And that's where we come back. We circle back to the original message here of your heart. So my question is to you, where is it coming? Because I feel like it's your ego that's saying to you that you need to have this 9 to 5 job or whatever it is you're struggling against. I'm hearing listen to your intuition more often. I feel like it would be really beneficial for you to sit down and really figure out where this influence is coming from. What is making you feel like you need to have a 9 to 5 job? Because I definitely feel like you're in a part of the collective, just like the rest of us. As we ascend, we can't have a regular job like everyone else does. It just doesn't work for us. Okay. Very interesting. I do feel like, however, that I am getting a sense of clarity in terms. See, okay, but you're loving it. See, that's the thing about it, Michelle. You're experiencing something that is really great. You're loving what you're doing. So why is it you should do something else? You know what I mean? Yeah, this is definitely part of your awakening. And this is definitely part of the craftsmanship, or the work that you're doing to craft yourself, to better yourself, to be a more whole version of yourself. This is that test, because you stepped into this Queen of Cups energy. Okay, you stepped into this Queen of Cups energy, right? So this is your empathic intuitive awakening. There's more out there than what the general public says. And I don't see why hubby can't be home more. Just because your husband would be home more, that doesn't mean that you can't still work independently. You know what I mean? So yes, okay, this absolutely is a heart chakra awakening for you. All right. This is absolutely a situation in which you're being tested to see, are you going to trust yourself and your intuition, or are you going to fall back into the old paradigm? Because with that 10 of Pentacles, it really does seem like a completion of a life cycle, a completion of a life experience is on the horizon here for you. Oh wow, Michelle, look at what just came out. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you are stable, you are sturdy, you got this. You are in that Queen of Pentacles energy. 8 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Walk away from anything that's keeping you from filling your, I'm hearing childhood desire, but also family, desire to be more with family and whatnot, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? 7 of Pentacles just fell out. Okay. 7 of Pentacles is an energy of reaping what you've sown. Planting the seeds. Plant the seeds now for what you want to experience in the future, and just allow it to grow. Okay, you really can't have anything. You really can't have anything that you want. You just have to be willing to follow through with it. Make sense? I hope that was helpful for you, Michelle. Okay. Is Darcy here? Excellent. I am so glad. I am glad it makes sense. Is Darcy here? If not, then we're going to move to Jamie, and I will wait and do Darcy's later. Let me also see. Oh, Lord. Drama. Sorry, guys. Okay. Hey, Darcy, there you are. Okay, great. Cool. So Darcy's here, so I'm going to do yours, and then Jamie, you're right after that. I'm so sorry, guys. I know this is really rude, but I have to kind of handle this at the moment. Sorry. Okay. And so if anyone would like to get on the list is open. Yeah. But Darcy, you are here. So, and I have your question. Let me just get into my email really quick. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, Darcy. I'm feeling great, actually. Thank you so much for asking. V, how are you feeling? All right. Okay. So you're looking for career guidance. And you're looking basically you're looking for help in understanding your next step. Great. Let's do that. I'm going to give this 5 shuffles for you, Darcy. Career advice here for you. All right, Darcy. This is 3. Let me get some career advice for you. And last shuffle. All right. Let's cut the deck. Boop. And let's see what we've got for you here, Darcy. Overall energy. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. So the first thing that's coming to mind here, Darcy, is needing to discover where the emotional value is for you. So to start with, start looking at look at all your different options, because you're saying that you have a bunch of different potential offers, or I'm sorry, not offers, but options. Okay. So the first thing that's coming through here is start with what feels good to you. Start analyzing the emotional feedback, I guess we could say, the emotional. Start with the emotions. Start with how you feel about certain things. Yeah. Then you have Knight of Wands underneath that. Okay. All right. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So also what I'm also getting with this this Page of Cups energy here is it's almost like you're starting over. It's very interesting. It's like there's an energy of starting over here. Okay. So, but again, the message is very clear that you really have to take emotional stock of the different options that sorry, it's not even there. The different options that are in front of you. At the root of your situation here, you do have the Queen of Pentacles energy. All right. So what that is telling me is you're in a very stable and grounded place. You're in a situation, or you energetically have the ability to really go in any direction that you please. Again, it's all about where the emotions lie. Now, here's the kicker when it comes to that, because in your storyline, you have Okay, which is good, but this is where in terms of starting over, this is kind of what I'm picking up on here for you, because in your storyline you have the 5 of Swords, Justice, and Judgment. Sorry if you can't see that. Hold on. 5 of Swords, Justice, and Judgment. Okay. So the 5 of Swords energy is what I feel like you're working on coming out of. And I feel like this is work environments, professional and career trajectories, and or work environments that were way too competitive, that were way too cutthroat, weren't really about the team, was about just the revenue, the finances, and not really caring for their employees, whatnot, whatever. And thus you're bringing justice into your life by following through with some sort of higher calling that is moving you in this direction, that's getting you in this energy of, I need something else. I can't do this any longer. The place you need to start is analyzing your emotions. There could even be a completely new direction for you to go in. But I guess I'm just having trouble putting this into words, but what's really going to give you that, I guess, that epiphany is figuring out what emotionally would be more fulfilling for you, or maybe even creatively figuring out what that you would want to do and focusing on that. Once you find something that feels good to you, focus on it more. Keep allowing yourself to be in that energy. And from there, information or insight or inspiration is going to come to you in terms of moving further in that direction. Even if eventually the direction changes, right now what's most important for you in this manifestation phase of creating some sort of new opportunity for yourself, you have to figure out where your emotional value lies, and thus ultimately then you will start to get that inspiration with this Knight of Wands energy. Okay, but ultimately though, I think what needs to happen is you need to sit down and you need to analyze what's currently around you, what is currently Five of Swordsing your environment right now. Five of Swords is lose energies. It's backstabbing. It's one-upmanship. It's not really good for anybody. It's one person trying to get over on another, thinking that they are going to win something when ultimately they're not winning anything. They're deceiving themselves, basically. So you need to look at your current surroundings right now and have an understanding of what works for you and what doesn't, and then work to apply that to your future. Okay? I hope this is making sense. But there is definitely a sense of justice and a higher calling that's coming in for you. All right? Don't allow yourself to be afraid, because you are grounded, you are stable, you are secure, you are in this Queen of Pentacles energy. Okay? But this being in this Queen of Pentacles energy is what is allowing you to move forward at all, to make this change for yourself. Yes, no, maybe. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay. So cool. So in terms of the emotional value situation, don't try and force any sort of definition to happen. What Spirit is really asking, what they're putting forward, the feeling that they're putting forward for me right now is you need to take some time sinking into that emotional wellspring. You need to have some time in there to just like feel this out. It's like, okay, I like this. Allow yourself to like it. Allow yourself to float around in it, and then allow the inspiration to just come to you. You don't have to force anything to happen. It doesn't have to be in any specific time period. It's going to happen when it's going to happen anyway, all right? So you just need to remain stable in this Queen of Pentacles energy and allow yourself to analyze your emotions. What feels good to you? What doesn't feel good to you? If something feels good to you, great. Hold on to that. Explore it a little more. What kind of inspiration does that bring up? What kind of images does that bring up? What kind of thoughts or ideas or desires does that bring up? And allow that to drive you towards this new adventure. I really do feel like eventually you're gonna get that inspiration. It's just gonna take some time for you analyzing what feels good to you and what doesn't feel good to you. What do you want to keep in your life and what don't you want to keep in your life? Okay. Yes. All right. It doesn't, Darcy. And I think that's what's really starting to scare you a little bit, because it doesn't have to be all that clear. Okay, to be quite honest, by you focusing on the emotional value and allowing yourself to reside within that emotional feeling, you are naturally going to bring forward towards you, or you're going to align with the best situation for you. The universe knows exactly what you want and what you need. You may not necessarily be all that consciously aware of it, but you know the emotional value, or once you can get yourself into that emotional value and hold your boundaries. Seven of Wands. This just popped out for you. Hold your boundaries. The universe will bring that forward towards you, or bring what is ideal towards you. Now, that is to say, especially with the Seven of Wands energy, you could end up, hi Annette, you could end up, yes, enjoy yourself, explore the options. There could be moments where the universe will bring something forward towards you, some sort of opportunity that you might think is good in like on the surface, but then once you investigate a little bit more, you might find it's the same type of situation that you experienced in the past, and thus you're going to have to say, oh no, I don't want to do this. This is the universe kind of testing you, saying, okay, well, are you really done with this? Are you really going to reject this in service of something that's better for you? Or are you just going to take the same thing? You know what I mean? So maintain your boundaries, maintain your emotional value, and allow yourself to enjoy. Okay? Enjoying yourself and exploring your options is the best thing for you to do right now. For sure, 100%. Okay? Hi, Michelle. I hope that makes sense. It's very much law of attraction, Abraham Hicks type stuff. You know what I mean? I am hearing that the universe has already lined this up for you, so you don't really need to worry about it. It's just a matter of staying in the flow of your manifestation. Okay? Because again, with that justice and the judgment card that came out for you, you are very much in alignment, or you're aligning to some sort of higher calling and justice that's going to be served in your life through that. All right. Now that higher calling doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to start like, doing readings or something like that, but it's just something that's more resonant with you. Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad. I'm very, very glad. Okay. So next we have Jamie, and then that's it for the list. So if anybody would like to get in on the situation, you are more than welcome to do so. Yes. Oh, okay, Jamie, I don't have your question. Oh, thanks, Annette. You are Jamie. You are next. Oh, Annette, by the way, morning coffee is not a live session, so you're not missing anything. Like, I record that and then I upload it. So you're not missing anything, Annette, okay? Yes, Michelle, because I got this lovely new headset mic. It's closer to my mouth, so I don't have to speak so loud, and you guys can hear me much clearer, which I'm starting to really appreciate. So, yeah. All right, Jamie, I don't have your question. What does Spirit have? Okay. So the message that Spirit has for you in terms of your highest good. Yes, we can do that. Okay, so Jamie, I'm seeing yellow for you. Are you still working on your career situation? Thank you. I love bright colors. I'm gonna give this 4 shuffles for you. What I'm seeing, Jamie, I'm seeing yellow and I'm seeing green. So it's like you're like in between your solar plexus and your heart chakra. Oh, yes, I'm in quite a good mood. Okay, good, Jamie. So, okay. Yes and no. Okay. Okay, TJ, well, if you'd like to get in on the list, then the details are in the description box below. Yeah? Okay. Jamie, what I'm getting for you is I'm seeing yellow and I'm seeing green. I'm seeing like the in between. Yellow is your solar plexus, green is your heart. I feel like, and this might be something that I said to you in the past when I was doing these readings for you, but I feel like you're still going through, or maybe you're going through a deepening of your solar plexus or your willpower integrating with your heart chakra. There it is. Humanitarian work. Okay. Well, congratulations on getting hired. Absolutely excellent. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you. But that's okay. So that's what I'm picking up on. So it's like the work that you're doing right now is more geared towards the heart center in terms of humanitarianism. Okay. That's excellent. That's really cool. All right. 4 shuffles for you here, Jamie. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Last shuffle, James. Oh, no. That was only 2. This is 3. All right. Last shuffle. And 4. All right. AR. I don't know what AR is, but then humanitarian is on the side. Okay, so boop. All right, so that makes a lot more sense because what I am, because it's like there's almost a battle between your ego and your heart. But it feels like your solar plexus or your willpower is being adjusted by the heart-centered energy that you find yourself in at this moment. Okay. All right. So yes, 7 of Cups is the first card out for you underneath the deck. Underneath that, ooh, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. All right. 10 of Wands, King of Wands, Justice. And the 3 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. This is really interesting, Jamie. What I'm picking up for you is, first of all, 3 of Swords is at the root of the situation here for you. Accounts receivable. Okay. You see, Jamie, what I really feel like here is that accounts receivable position is not really aligning with your highest good. That's what I just heard, because you have this 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And then now in your storyline, you have the 10 of Wands, the King of Wands, and Justice. All right. So the 10 of Wands is definitely speaking to the fact that you're a little overburdened with something. I almost kind of feel like you're working too much. And then you have the King of Wands, which is an energy of being inspired to move in a brand new direction, or you have this desire to do something in your life here. And then you have Justice. Okay. What I want to tell you, Jamie, is to go forward with what you're inspired to move towards. And I do feel like with this 5 of Pentacles energy that you're afraid that you might be lacking. It's almost as if you want, what I'm picking up on here is that you kind of would rather move more into, you do work a lot, okay? You want to move more into like this humanitarian work or something more fulfilling like that. You have the desire, you have the wherewithal to do it. I almost want to say you have the confidence to do it, and yet something is holding you back from doing that. And I almost feel like there's a sense of thinking that you won't be able to support yourself enough, or maybe your family enough with that. But if this is a higher calling for you, if this is something that your intuition, your gut, your heart is really trying to move you towards, I would say go for it, because there's a reason for that, and it's going to bring more justice into your life. Okay. Make sense? Also, you wouldn't need to work so much. You wouldn't have to split so much of your time between AR and... Here's the thing, though, Jamie. Here's the thing about manifesting with the universe. I understand that you need the security. We all need the security here, but the universe has got your back. You are going to be able to do what it is that you need to do, or support yourself in the way that you need to. You are going to get everything that you need provided to you in terms of when you're following through with your higher calling, with your path, with what your heart is leading you towards. Okay, you will get the things that you need. Now that does not necessarily mean that you should not plan ahead, that you should just drop everything now and focus on what it is you really want to do. Take your time, plan it out, set yourself a plan of action, set yourself plan out an exit strategy, whatever. Like, do what you need to do to make sure that you have some sort of exit plan or exit strategy. But holding yourself back from actually doing it because you feel like you won't be able to be stable is effectively closing you off from the infinite ability and manifestation potential that the universe has for all of us. Okay, you don't have to worry about that at all. Like, I'll give you an example. Before I started working with my channel full time and doing readings full time, I was working at a restaurant, and it was good money. It was kind of it was a pretty toxic situation. But I had made a plan for myself. I had made an exit strategy. I had a way of generating money for myself once I left that job. And I said, okay, I'm going to do it in this amount of time. And it came down to it. I finally put my 2 weeks in, but I was out of there a week early, because the universe was like, hey, change of plans. We're doing this now. And I was like, what do you mean we're doing this now? I have a whole other week that I'm supposed to be. No, we're doing this now. And I'm like, oh, okay. I just had to go with the flow. But I still had an exit strategy. But then the universe came in and was like, no, actually, we're changing your plan a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's so cool, Zephyr. So you see what I mean? So I say all that to say, even though, you want to do this, you want to move forward, and you may create some sort of exit strategy for yourself, the universe may still come in and change all that up for you. Excuse me. That doesn't mean that you're going to fail. That doesn't mean that you have to now, rework your whole plan just to compensate for it. It just means that, the universe has something better for you in store. Make sense? Okay. No one is asking you to recklessly make this transition. But what you need to do is start just doing it. Follow your intuition. Follow what your passion is. Follow what you're being led to. And this is that battle between your willpower or your ego and your heart. Because your heart is leading you in this other direction, but your ego is like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that right now. I can't do that right now, blah, 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 blah. And it'll list every single minuscule, insignificant reason why you can't, but your heart is saying, no, let's do it. Yeah? Okay. Excellent. But more power to, oh my God, look at what just fell out, Jamie. The Fool. Go ahead and take that leap of faith with the world, because you're ready. Cycles are closing. You're ready to take this leap of faith, Jamie. Go ahead and do it. Hi, intuition goddess. All right. Start planning. That's all you really need to do right now, Jamie. Just start planning. Yes? Okay. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? Excellent, Jamie. Then just start doing it. I just heard put your plans into action. I feel like you already have a little bit of yes. I didn't even have to finish that statement before they said yes. She does. You have a little bit of a plan, don't you? Start putting it into action. Yay! I'm glad, Lindsay. Oh, sure. Is that better? Is that better, Yolanda? Thank you for pointing that out. I've noticed that with this mic, it's hard. I have to figure out where to position it so that the plosives aren't so bad. I'm working on it, I promise. Is that better? I also want you guys to still be able to hear me clearly, but I hope that's better. I'm well. I'm doing really well, Lindsay. Thank you for asking. Well then I will keep singing names until I can sing no more. Okay, so that's all I have for the list right now, you guys. It seems to be a light load this evening, which I'm not mad at it. Also, we're into... Excellent, Jamie. Move forward. Do it. I highly encourage you to do so. Isn't it though, Michelle? I love it too. This is my... No, stop it, Lindsay. I just didn't go to... whatever. Yes, I do have an education. Thank you. So if you guys remember from morning coffee, I had this in morning coffee this morning. This thing holds an ungodly amount of coffee. And it also holds an ungodly amount of tea. Yes? So anyway, let's just hang out for a few more minutes, yeah? I'll hang around for a little more, and if nothing else comes through, um, then it'll just be a light load tonight. What do you mean, Jamie? You guys are awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. What do you mean? With the way you ended up with society, is that the name of the company that you're with, or what do you mean by that? There also might be a large amount of lag. Jamie, that's funny. Yeah, you. I mean that Seven of Swords in morning coffee today. Like I was trying so hard not to like inject my own emotional drama in with that Seven of Swords. Um, but yeah, there was something not right about that there. Something so not right. Do different decks have their own feel or energy all the time, or is it? No. Well, they have their own vibe. Different decks have their own vibe, period, all around. And I have noticed that there have been moments where I've been guided to a certain deck, like with the Crystal Visions deck, this one here. While I was using it for so long, when I first got this deck, I was using it all the time because I love it. But I noticed that I was drawn to use it because of the way that, um, because of the depictions on the deck in the cards. So each deck is going to have their own depiction of the basic Rider Waite um, layout, right? But they're going to have their own depictions, which is going to give you different intuitive hits. You're going to be able to read it differently. You're going to be able to get different definitions of like the same cards that you use, the same 78 cards that you use all the time, but because it's depicted differently, your intuition may be able to communicate with you differently. That's part of the reason why I love collecting decks. Other than the fact that I just love collecting. I love having all these decks. I'm not gonna lie, but then also I like to see the different creative ways that people use the decks and illustrate the decks. So yes, they have their own baseline feel differently all around, but it also can change from reading to reading. Yeah. Excellent, Annette. You just got your vice versa deck yesterday. Sure. There are still spots available, Joy. If you guys would like to get on the list, you can look in the description box below. Um, um, so the Mars effect. Do you mean Simone, or yeah, Simone? Do you mean Mercury? Because Mercury just went direct. Is going direct today. Excellent, Joy. Excellent. I'm glad, Annette. Ah, okay, Jamie. That was your sign. Okay. I really do love the vice versa deck. It's such a fun deck. And to be quite honest, you guys, ever since I started using it, it's really helped me um pick out more of the story. It's really great. Just keep in mind, if you're not so familiar with the tarot, it can be really confusing at first. Oh my goodness. Robin, I'm so glad I've been able to help you so much. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. That's interesting, holy cannoli. I like that. 17 decks, Annette. I don't know how many I have. I mean, it feels better already, Lindsay. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Lindsay. Intuition Goddess. Jess. That's your name, right? Jess, I believe. Yes, Jess. Yeah. I wanted to study the book with the vice versa deck. I just never got around to it. The only thing that I really read through was the major arcana. I never made it to the minor arcana. And now every once in a while I'll look at the book for the minor arcana just to see if there's something specific I need to pick out there. You're welcome, Annette. Jess. Okay, that's right. That is your name. Okay, excellent. Didn't like the reversal. See, I tend to not read reversals because it freaks me out too much. Especially in situations where I'm just getting all reversals, that freaks me out. So I would rather just keep them all upright, and from there and actually this is a good way to fine tune your intuition, or at least your connection with the intuition, because I like to keep them all upright, and then I can read through the story and see and try and pick out intuitively what something might mean or what something feels like, instead of having them all like have the possibility of them being reversed and all that stuff. Well, I just read your name. Ain't finna argue with you. I love that. That's a great name. I mean, Mercury retrograde was pretty difficult for me. I mean, it's different for everybody, but it's been a bit of a rough ride. So that makes sense why you might feel like you're coming out of it really hard. It's hard. I mean, to be quite honest, it's hard to stay positive when you have a bunch of reversals staring you in the face, you know? Oh my gosh. That sounds Lucy Cavendish's newest deck, Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Let me look that up. I'm going to look that up right now. Oracle decks that I love that I would recommend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hold on. I will show you right now. The first one that comes to mind is the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. I used that for a few months for the monthly readings. I'm going to show you guys all of my favorite Oracle decks right now. I haven't gotten into this one yet, but I'm really super excited about it. It was a gift from Sam, who also gave me this No Drama Llama. Do you see this massive deck of cards I have here? My favorite Oracle decks at the moment are these. Do you see that massive stack? So we have, let me move all this back. Okay. So my favorite Oracle decks, and ones that I actually absolutely recommend, this one here, excellent. Perfect. Okay. So we have the Love Your Inner Goddess deck. I love this. This is Alana Fairchild. I have a lot of Alana Fairchild's decks, by the way. There's this one. There's this one, the Oracle of the Unicorns. But y'all know how much I love me some unicorns. Yeah, so there you go. There's that. And then we have the Fairy Forest. I was using these recently for the monthly readings once we got into fall. That was one of the first Oracle decks I received when I first started my channel. And I hadn't used them in a long time. And I'm really glad that I used them again for these last 2 months because the messages were really on point. This is the Earth Warriors Oracle. This was a gift from Sam. Sam also gave us this, my No Drama Llama. Yeah. I haven't broken into this yet, but I did read, I went through the book and I read 2 of Perfect Joy. Excellent, Joy. I just got it. You're next. Okay, Joy, just hang in there with us. I read two of the passages in the book. I just turned to random ones and they resonated so hard with me. So I'm really excited. I'm going to be using this deck for the monthly readings, for the oracle section of the monthly readings. And then you guys know I love this one. This is the Lightworker Oracle. This one is by Alana Fairchild. And then we also have the Crystal Mandala deck, which is also by Alana Fairchild. And then our final Alana Fairchild one is the Sacred Rebels. Yes. But then we also have the Oracle of the Dragons, which I really, 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 really love. And then none other than the Animal Spirit deck by the Wild Unknown. And it's so funny, the way that I got this deck, the way I found out about this deck, actually. I was working at that restaurant that I worked at when I went through my massive transformation, when I was in the process of leaving my ex-husband, and when I had that whole twin flame awakening, whatnot. I was working one day, and one of the tables, it was a big party of people, and they had this deck, and they were like pulling the cards and like reading through. Well, I think they were just reading through the book, and I took a look at it. I was like, oh my god, I gotta write that down because that looks so cool. And it wasn't even released yet, you guys. Like that's how serendipitous this was, and it was none other than the Animal Spirit deck. And I really, 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 really love that deck. Yeah. So those are my favorite oracles. Those are the ones that I have, and I have a number of other ones. I don't even use them, unfortunately. Excellent, Jamie. Excellent. I'm sure you can find readings on my channel somewhere where I use all of these, except for, of course, the Earth Warriors, which is the latest one. I love the dragons. Absolutely love them. All right, Joy. Let's see what your question is. Oh, excellent. Okay, great. All right, Joy. So you just want a general message from Spirit. Let me just write this down so I have. Okay. You're so welcome, Jamie. I love sharing. Sharing is caring. All right, Joy. So I'm hearing you're very, very spiritually minded. And this could be a lifelong pursuit for you. I'm hearing that it is, but I feel like right now it's like you're processing some sort of higher wisdom in ways that you may not have been able to when you were a kid. Like I'm getting that you've been very spiritually minded, very esoterically minded ever since you were a child. But now you've reached the pinnacle, a pinnacle of your development so far in this lifetime as a culmination of past lifetimes, in which now you can really start to integrate and understand fully, or on a better level, some of the esoteric wisdom that you've been receiving, I'm hearing, over the last few decades. Yeah? Is that resonating at all, Joy? Are you still here? Are you here with us? Did I start and you weren't even paying attention? Oops. Joy. I'm also seeing a very deep green for you, Joy. It's like a forest green. Very in tune with nature. Okay, I'm going to stop shuffling because I don't even know if are you here with us? Very in tune with nature. That's what I'm getting right now for you, Joy. Are you, Joy? Where's Joy? Oh, there you are. Okay. All right. Something just flipped over. The star. Okay, good. Faith. All right. I'm going to give this 3 shuffles for you, Joy, and then we're going to see what other messages we have for you here. 1, 2. You have a very deep and strong connection to nature and to Mother Earth, and you're being encouraged right now to do everything that you can to preserve that relationship, okay? 2, One last shuffle for you, Joy. And then we'll see what else we've got. Overall energy. It's almost even like a connection to like the fairy realms. And actually, what I'm getting here is that okay, what they're saying is she used to play with us all the time, and now she like barely even acknowledges us. Like, what happened? We used to be best friends. The earth is calling you. Oh my God, you're a Taurus. That's why I'm seeing that deep green color. I'm also a Taurus, so I totally get it. And actually, Joy, I have recently noticed just how strong my connection and my resonance to the earth is, just how in tune I am with the earth, because I was talking to this friend of mine that I reconnected with, that I mentioned on Morning Coffee this morning. She's very earthly. She's more of a mermaid, because she loves the ocean. She's a Cancerian. I'm a Taurus. I'm more of the bull. She's a mermaid. But she was saying to me how I'm in earth medicine. The fact that I've been in this strong hermit stage ever since like the mid to late August, that I've been very much in tune with the earth, because now all of the plants and the trees and the animals, at least in the northern hemisphere, are getting ready to hibernate. And I was just letting that marinate, and I was like, wow, I really am. It is real. And they're asking you to come back. They're like, where did our friend go? We want our friend back. Okay. Overall energy for you in your cards right now, Joy, you have the Knight of Swords. This is interesting. Okay. Underneath that, ooh, you've got the Ace of Wands. All right. Let's see what else we've got here for you, Joy. Wow. Okay. So, here's the thing, Joy. You are being called in a certain direction. And I really feel like you're having a battle right now between like your heart and your intuition and your more esoteric side versus practicality. Now, being a Taurus or being an earth sign, you are fairly practical to begin with. However, there is a certain spontaneity that comes with being like a child of nature, right? And I feel like as time has gone on and as you've grown into the adult that you are in this moment, and you've already mentioned this actually, but you kind of pulled yourself away from that. I know I don't need the cards, it's funny, but you've pulled yourself away from that magical side of yourself, right? So here we have the Knight of Swords, which is in your crowning area, right? So this is you desiring to move back into that, almost like fiercely wanting to ride, to reaccept that energy. But this is also the energy of you kind of fighting against it, kind of logic coming in and saying, whoa, hold up, I can't do that anymore. That's not practical, blah, blah, blah. It is practical. Okay. At the root of the situation, you have the Moon. There's also another card that wanted to come out with that, but I'll tell you that in a second. In your storyline, you have the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Swords. So the High Priestess is that energy of the universe coming to you, and this divine wisdom, this esoteric understanding coming back to you, resurfacing within you. The Page of Swords energy is the energy of you analyzing it, okay, but being almost overly critical of it. And then, of course, you have the Nine of Swords, which is the anxiety that you're feeling in terms of the direction that you're being inspired and influenced towards moving to, right? High Priestess and the Ace of Wands. Let me show you what other card wanted to come out with the Moon. It's the Three of Wands. So whatever it is that you're being guided towards, moving towards, or accepting back into your life, starting to practice again, it's absolutely necessary. It's a part of your path. Three of Wands. And you have this moon energy here at the root of the situation. And I'm picking up specifically that the moon is... Okay, the moon here has eclipsed the sun. The sun for you being your true nature. Okay, your the core of your who you are at the core of your being. The moon has come in and eclipsed the sun. Right? The moon being overly critical nature. I'm kind of picking up on some sort of like Hierophant indoctrination type energy where you are being required to assimilate into society and not be so this whimsical, magical person that doesn't really, that none of that is based on logic or practical, rah, rah, rah. So you see how that mental confinement, that mental, programming has eclipsed the sun for you. Well, it's time to allow that sunlight to shine, because this is actually something that is very natural for you and is definitely something that you need to be pursuing or continuing to move forward towards, bringing back into your life. Okay, Joy? Don't worry about this energy, this Nine of Swords energy, because this is just self-fulfilling. Instead, focus on the information that the High Priestess has for you. The understanding that the High Priestess has for you. Yes? Okay. There you have it. Exactly. Well, it's time to let that go. And also, Joy, what I want to say, do not beat yourself up. Do not get mad at yourself for any sort of instances in which you've given into that energy, because ultimately, 1-11-11 on the counter, ultimately, it served its purpose. It has served a purpose in helping you understand who you truly are at the core of your being. And so now, as you get back into whatever it is you're being called towards, you can accept it with that much more vigor, that much more excitement, that much more passion. Yes? It's all part of the process. That's also what that Three of Wands was saying to you, okay? It's all part of the process. Ooh, okay, so Annette, you're on the list now. Hold on. That's funny because PayPal gave me a push notification on my phone that Annette, you sent your payment in. You're so very welcome, Joy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. But now it's not showing up in my lists yet, which is funny. But okay, I've got you, Annette. You're next. Okay. You're welcome. All right, Annette. So you're next. So you and Stu had some communication lately. Okay, that's great. I don't quite remember. Wait a second. Is this person the one? Am I remembering this correctly? Is this someone that you were connected with? He was here, but he's from the UK and he went back to the UK. Is this the same thing? And then, wait, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I might be thinking of someone else. Because otherwise, what I was going to say was I don't quite remember what I channeled for you and Stu last. So, which is fine. I mean, we're working on a clean slate here. Oh my God. Okay, wait, that is this right person. Okay, because I remember what I do remember. Now I really remember all of it. And I also remember the last conversation that we had in which you had people telling you that, or you had someone else tell you that he was trying to come back. And then when I did the reading for you here, there was some energy of him maybe coming back or at least trying to communicate. And now you're saying that you guys have had communication. Very interesting. Okay. I'm just gonna channel. I'm just gonna see. I'm just gonna look at the energies between the two of you. All right. All right. All right. All right. I'm gonna give this 5 shuffles here, and let me see what clarity we can give you in terms of that situation. 2. 3. What are the energies between Annette and Stu? 4. Okay. And 5. All right. Let's cut the deck. Boop. All right. Overall energy. My. You got the 3 of Cups. So, okay. Okay. What I do want to say is, I feel like you guys are you're flying high right now. You're on a little bit of a high or a little bit of an upswing here because of this communication. I feel like this communication may have helped you guys at least. What I want to say is, because what it feels like, it's like at least the lines of communication are a little more open now than they may have been. I feel like right now the energies between the two of you are one of celebration. Now, we're going to go deeper. We're going to see what else we get here. And what I want to say is that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are actually like completely 100% getting back together. However, I feel like this was a very beneficial conversation or moment of communication. I feel like just from this 3 of Cups energy alone, I feel like this helped clear up a lot of, or maybe a good amount of confusion for you guys. Underneath that is the Hermit. So in terms of that, then maybe the communication that you two had, yes, cleared up a lot of confusion, which is allowing maybe one or maybe both of you to go in. I feel like this is Stu. What I feel like happened here is you guys talked about things, and that kind of put him in the spot to be like, whoa, okay, maybe I need to like look at myself a little bit here. He may not have necessarily said that to you, but that's the feeling that I'm getting from this right now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Because you stood in your power, didn't you, Annette? He's a Virgo. Okay. All right. That's cool. That's really cool. That's really interesting. But I also get that there's definitely a sense of introspection. I just heard coming to terms with some things. At the root of the situation between the two of you, you do have the 4 of Wands. Okay. That is very, very good. Because what it's saying to me here is that you guys have a very strong foundation between the two of you. I almost feel like you guys could, what this is feeling like here is you guys have such a solid foundation or a solid bond between the two of you that you really, the lines of communication really are open. Like you guys could really talk about something with intentions of like healing or saving or I don't, whatever the situation, and the chances of that happening. Okay, that's good, Annette, because what made me see the fact that you stood your ground with him. You have the Empress here. Okay, you have the Empress followed by the Page of Pentacles, and then finally Judgment. Okay, so regardless of what it may look like on the surface, I feel like the energy between the two of you right now is one of stability, grounding oneself, and introspection. Because whatever it is, however you stood your ground in your Empress energy here, whatever you did in that sense, however you did that, is creating a new reality. It's basically hit the reset button. That's what I'm seeing with the Page of Pentacles, and ultimately there's an elevation. So again, and this is coming through very, very strongly, regardless of what it might physically look like in the 3D, regardless of whatever actions are being taken or maybe some things that are being said in the 3D, there is definitely healing energy here. Okay, and there's definitely energy of introspection and working through things together. Ooh, I just heard together as a unit, as a couple. This was definitely a very, very much a merry meet type of situation with this Three of Cups. That's what I keep hearing. Merry meet, merry meet. Okay, Annette, not Annette. No, yes, Annette, sorry, okay? Does that make sense at all? Ooh, okay, and then you have the Star with the Three of Wands that just popped out. Ooh, and the Queen of Cups. I really feel like your sense of compassion here is really, really helpful. I still feel, Annette, I'm going to be completely 100% honest with you. I still feel like, interesting. Okay, what I was going to say was I feel like there's still a chance that you two could end up together or maybe start to rekindle things. But then at the same time, as I was going to say that, the Four of Cups came out. But if anyone is missing out here, it's him, not you. Okay? That's what I'm feeling. And that was the first thing I felt when, the first thing I felt when the Four of Cups came out was, ooh, he's missing an opportunity here, or he could potentially miss out on an opportunity. And it may be one of those, because what this feels like right now, Annette, is this is one of those situations in which the feminine is standing up for herself and standing in her power, is not taking any shit from anybody, and it's intimidating the masculine. Because the masculine is so used to be able to be able to get away with the shittiest of shitty shit, right? Not anymore. At least not for those of us in the feminine collective that are awakening and are standing in our power. So if anyone is missing out here, it's him, not you. Okay? Personally, I think this is a victory for you. Again, this message keeps coming out. Regardless of what the physical circumstances may look like here, this is a very good, something very, very good has transpired between the two of you, because it's giving someone the potential or the energetic space to kind of face their own shit. And it's mostly him, because you've been standing in your power this whole time. Even though at the beginning you were kind of questioning whether or not you should have said anything to him about how you were feeling. But of course you should have spoken to him about how you were feeling. I mean, if you're going to have a beneficial and balanced relationship with anybody, you have to be able to share your feelings, right? Exactly. But you were hurt first, I guess. I mean, it's not about who's hurt first or not, but you had concerns and you expressed them. That's all you did. Really, that's all you did, Annette. You had concerns, you were hurt, and you wanted to talk about it, and he kind of acted like a child. But then he was hurt too. Okay, I understand him being hurt too, but it's not like he didn't have a right. It's not like we're trying to invalidate his feelings here, but at the same time, I want to say the degree to how he was hurt was a direct reflection of how true your feelings were, how on point your intuition was, even though he may not have wanted to admit it. Okay. So there you have it, Annette. Hey, Naomi, how are you? You're very welcome. You are very, very welcome. Okay, we have someone else that got added to the lists here. Let's check that out. Oh, wait. Oops, I gotta log back in. Oh. Oh, come now. Okay. Cheers to happy hour, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is so strange. I thought someone else got in on the list, but no, it seems that they haven't. I guess Annette, you were the last one. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what's going on with PayPal. Annette, yours still hasn't, even though I got the payment, I got the push notification and your question showed up. It's still not showing up on the list of on my activity list, which is so weird. But anyway, that is so weird. That is so weird. I don't know why it's not showing up like that. Oh well. So anyway, 6:20. Ooh, drinking coffee at 6 at night. I mean, I could do that and still go to sleep. I know that's right. You know what? Actually, though, I think I do want to pour myself a glass of wine. What do you guys think? I stopped drinking wine while I was doing these happy hour readings because I realized that by the end of the session, it was becoming a little bit wonky for me. Like the messages were still coming through. It's just I didn't feel as comfortable and stable and grounded. So I've been drinking tea. But since today is a little bit of a light load, I would love to have a glass of wine with you guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So let me go get a glass. And I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine. And I have dinner already made. I made a sauce this time, as usual, because it's easy to have that going while I do this, have that going in the background. But I did it a little bit differently tonight. There's a grocery store that I recently came in contact with, and I'm gonna wash this glass, and they serve, or they sell Italian, gluten-free Italian sausage. Now, if many of you may not be aware, but I am gluten and corn intolerant, so I can't eat gluten or corn. And I love Italian sausage. And so when I found this gluten-free version, and it doesn't even have any corn or corn byproducts in it, I was like, sold. So I bought a package, and I got a can of a can of fire roasted crushed tomatoes, organic of course, and I made a little makeshift sauce. So I chopped up some onion and some garlic. I used half a red onion and like 3 big garlic cloves, and I browned the sausage, and I put the sauce elements together. Then I threw the sausage in there. And I'm super excited about it. It's going to be delicious. Super, super excited. You like sweet wine? I am more of a full body type of guy. So this is my massive bottle of wine here. This is Barefoot Malbec. I normally drink a Cabernet. I love a good Cabernet. And I also really like Malbecs, but I found that a lot of the Malbecs that I've been having recently were too dry for me. I like it to have still a good amount of body and not just all dry. You know what I mean? But this Barefoot Malbec, I have been drinking this religiously ever since I moved to this apartment. And that was over 2 years ago now. I love this stuff. It's delicious. Hilda from the forest. Hi, Hilda. Good morning to you as well. So cheers. Cheers to you all, you happy. Wait, what happened I had a piece of paper. Oh, here we go. Cheers to you all, you happy people out there. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to call it a night. Unless we have anyone here that would like a reading. Barefoot is delicious. Unless anyone else would like to get on the list, I'm probably just going to call it there and just hang out with you guys for a few more minutes, if you don't mind. All right, Jess, it was great to see you. Thank you for coming. Mwah! And I'll see you later. Yeah? Okay, lovey. Cheers. Cheers to you all. Yes? So anyway, can we just talk about the fact that Thanksgiving is next week and we're almost in December? Oh, there's a possibility that the December readings might be a little late. Plan, my plan is to have them out by the 1st of December. However, I probably should have started them this week, and I didn't do that. I failed to do that. And Thanksgiving is next Thursday. I mean, I'm not traveling too far. I'm just going up to see my parents. Excuse me, and they're in New York State, so it's not like I'm going that far. But it's probably going to make, I don't know, there's a possibility that it might be late. I'm going to do my best, though. Just a heads up there. Yeah? Cool. Anyway, thank you to all the 30. There are 30 of you here. Hi, guys. Well, 29 now, but hi. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have been enjoying the situation, please go ahead and smash that like button for me. Yeah? Yeah. So anyway, what do you guys want to talk about? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? Let's, you know what? Let's get into this Oracle deck here. How about that? Ooh, home for Christmas. That sounds like fun. Okay, wait. What I want to do is I want to play with this Earth Warriors Oracle, yeah? Since we're all here, since we're all hanging out, I feel like that would be a fun idea. I want to see if I can pull some messages for us. But first, I got to clean up a little bit, and I got to put my decks away. And then we're going to do that. And this will be our little secret, because most of the people on the channel are probably not going to see this part. So, you guys, as a little special thank you for joining me here for happy hour, you guys get a special Oracle card reading from our new Earth Warriors Oracle deck. How does that sound? It sounds like a great idea to me. Sorry, I'm being a little bit of an organization freak. Ooh. Uh-oh. My mic got caught. Okay. Yay, stalkers. Oh, that's exciting. Christmas time. So somebody asked a question. Angela, are you more Aries or more on the Taurus side? Here's the thing about that. I have a really interesting, I have a very interesting theory surrounding that. And my very, very dear friend, Chloe, described it to me this way because a friend of hers described it to her this way. So your in terms of, because I'm in Western astrology, I'm a Taurus, but in Eastern astrology, I am an Aries. Right? Sun Taurus, Sun Aries. Funny thing about that, in Western astrology, my Venus is in Aries. So regardless, and love is big for me. So, which is ironic because I do not specifically focus on love all the time on my channel. But regardless as to whether you're looking at the Eastern or the Western chart, Aries energy is very, very, very strong for me. Now, once I've kind of came across Eastern or Vedic or sidereal astrology, that's when I learned that my sun sign, according to that system, is in Aries, and I really identified with that. So according to that system, my sun is in Aries, my moon is in Cancer, my rising is Leo, and my Venus is in Pisces. And when I started to really analyze all that, I was like, wow, this makes a whole lot of sense. And I went through a good year and a half of just saying, no, I'm an Aries. But then I started to sink back into the whole, wait, actually, I still do have a lot of Taurus energy. I still do kind of resonate with the whole Western side. Western being Sun in Taurus, rising is Virgo, moon is in Leo, Venus is in Aries. And my good friend Betsy would never fail to point that out to me. Eric, your Virgo rising is showing. And I was like, you know what, Betsy, you need to just shut your mouth right now because you are so incredibly right and I cannot take it. Right? So then my friend Chloe heard it described this way by a friend of hers. This friend of hers said, your masculine side is more of Western astrology, whereas your feminine side is more of Eastern astrology. And when you look at it that way, my masculine side, being Western astrology, is Taurus, Taurus sun. Taurus is a fixed masculine energy. My Eastern side being, or my feminine side being on the Eastern is Aries. Aries is more of a cardinal or not necessarily feminine, but Aries being a cardinal sign, feminine energies are more associated with cardinal energies, right? That would be the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer. Those are all the cardinal signs, and those are all represented by the queens, whereas the fixed signs being Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius are the kings, more masculine, fixed energy, right? At that, when Chloe explained that to me, it blew my mind, you guys. I was like, whoa, that makes so much sense. So much sense. So what do I lean towards? Now I'm back more in the energy of yes, Jamie. Yes, Jamie. I will list that in the comments. But what do I'm now that I've been working on balancing and integrating both my masculine and my feminine side, I find that I kind of fluctuate back and forth, which is natural, which is completely natural. There is one site to look at that would really work for you, and it's this one. Hold on, guys. I just want to make sure I have the link correct. There it is. And I used to have this listed in the description box of my videos. Hey, Isha. I used to have this listed in the description box of my videos, but I don't anymore. But, well, maybe I do. Hold on. Wait, maybe I do. Check the description box of this video. This link might be there. That's just the website alone. But and when you get to that site, it'll be easy. You go to the free horoscopes tab, and the first thing it'll bring up is your like if you were to just use the birth chart report that comes up right when you click the free horoscopes tab on this site, that's going to do tropical, but you can do sidereal. You just have to look at this list here. It's the very last. It says sidereal Vedic astrology. Here, I'm going to put this, I'll put this in there too. So the first link you can use to look up your Western chart. The second link I put in here, you can use to look up your sidereal. You're so welcome. You are so very welcome. I don't want to be drinking tea. I want to be drinking wine. Sorry. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break into this Earth Warriors Oracle. I'm going to give it a little bit of sage because I haven't, look, I haven't even taken the plastic wrap off of the cards here. All right. So, and I haven't even saged them yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sage them. I'm going to set the intention for them. And then I'm going to pull an Oracle card read for us. Yes. For us in the collective that are here with us. Oh, thank you, Angela. I appreciate that. I really do. Okay, let me see here. Let me light my sage. You know what? I don't want to light this big bundle because I don't need it going crazy. I just want a little bit of sage here. A little bit of sage. Hey, if you guys are looking for things that you might want to provide to the channel, I could use a little dish to burn my sage with or something like that. Hey, Shay, how you doing? I've been using a seashell that my roommate gave me, and it's serving me quite well. But if you guys come across something that I can burn like my sage out in and whatnot, that would be a little more effective, by all means, go right ahead. So we're saging the deck here now. And what I want to do is I'm consciously setting the intention of filling this deck with love and light and allowing it to be a vessel. Of course, my heat is running now, so it's blowing the smoke all over the place, but allowing this deck to be a vessel for truth, love, light, honor, and respect to flow. Excellent. Oh gosh, that was totally like a channel at that moment. Beautiful. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give this 3 shuffles, and then I'm going to see what message we have here. So you can look at this as this already feels like, intuitively, this already feels like an introduction to this deck. For those of you that are here now, for those of you that may watch later, if you make it to this part of the video. Ooh, wow. Okay, well, first and foremost, these cards are really thin. Like, I don't have to work very hard to shuffle them. So, and I'm used to, like, my hands have gotten pretty strong, you know, when it comes to shuffling decks, because all decks are different. You really don't need to work too hard to shuffle this deck. Okay. All right. So an introduction to the Earth Warriors Oracle. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. I need to take a second and just like, because the 2 cards came out. Okay. 2 cards came out. And first of all, the first card that came out is card number 11. Okay. But the name of the card is Ayana Vision, or Way of the Divine Feminine Revealed. I mean, like, I couldn't be any more honored for that to come through on my channel. I represent, sure, okay. I resonate strongly, have always resonated strongly with divine feminine energy. I've always felt like a woman in a man's body. Now, I am gay, don't get me wrong. So like, okay, that's kind of natural for our part of the human collective, but it's more than just that. It's not necessary. And like, I have no intentions, I have no desire to ever get a sex change. I love being physically male, but I've always felt like a woman in a man's body. And to be able to be a channel for the divine feminine, to be able to be a mouthpiece for the divine feminine is such an honor. And for it to be confirmed in this card coming out as an introduction of this deck to the channel is beautiful. But like I said, there are 2 cards here. The second card is card number 30, Pantera, the precious and rare. Oh. You guys, cheers. I'm going to read both of these. And also, I've always said that if I could be any animal in the world, I would be a panther. I would absolutely be a panther. God, they're just so fabulous. Okay. All right, card number 11. Let's read that one first. Here we go. Oh, let me make sure. Yeah. Cool. Okay. The divine feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you, that you may live passionately and purposefully. As you trust her inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within, that are the seeds of your sacred mission. You shall experience the clarity and soul deep relief that only truth can bring. You shall experience a knowing of purpose that awakens your ability to live deliberately and experience deep fulfillment. In a reading, this card says, Ayana Vision is the blossoming awareness of your life purpose and true inner passion. You are being lovingly pushed to admit to your authentic and most passionate soul yearnings, becoming bold with honesty. What means so much to you that you are willing to give up all that you have held on to out of fear so that it may be? What matters enough to you that you would symbolically die and be reborn with all the endings and uncertainty such growth entails, so that your dream can become real? Don't turn away from your yearning out of fear, practicality, or any other excuse to replace faith with doubt. Your truth acknowledged will bring you peace, even if admitting it also means facing the personal transformation required to bring that truth to life in your world. When it is truth, it is healing. Embrace it. The spiritual guidance of this card says, you are due for a revelation, an awakening into deeper recognition and understanding of your true spiritual passion and sacred life purpose. And all that is entailed in manifesting it in loving co-creation with the universe. The situations, behaviors, and relationships that were appropriated and acceptable at earlier stages of your life journey will not necessarily continue to be so as your spiritual path progresses. Notice the effect of people, places, and situations on your state of mind. Such effects could be uplifting and helpful. However, even if intentions are good, the effect may be diminishing, compromising your ability to hold connection to the light. You will know when that is happening because your inspiration, your idealism, and your hope, all of which give you vital energy to work towards fulfillment of your most cherished dreams, slowly become tainted by lower frequency beliefs. Instead of trusting, you become fearful and impatient. Instead of being true to your original vision, you believe that you must change yourself to suit the world. Instead of feeling happiness and confidence in your ability to complete your tasks, you feel overwhelmed, inadequate, and insecure. From a place of wisdom rather than fearfulness, take care of what sort of energy you allow to have direct and unfettered access to your inner being. Such a position of potential influence over your state of mind is best reserved for the Divine Mother. You will know when a message or impression is coming from a pure place because of what happens in your being in response to it. You will feel happy, at peace, willing, and capable, even in the face of challenge. You will have a sense that all things are working as they are meant to. And although you will be more relaxed, you will also be more focused, productive, and inspired. Genuine divine guidance does not create anxiety, nor does it paint something to be well when it is in need of repair. Yet no matter the context of the message, you will feel relief. No matter the content of the message, you will feel relief in the face of such loving and helpful truth. If someone or something has stolen away your peace of mind and certainty of heart, use the healing process below and your own intention to claim it back. We're not going to get into the healing process this time. There is a vision unfolding within your being, an urging of the sacred feminine, something which deep within your bones you recognize as being truth. It may still be blossoming into fullness, but if you tune into yourself, you can feel the essence of its beauty and grace. It is not wishful thinking or fantasy. Do not give up on your beautiful visions. And isn't it interesting that that message fell right in line with some of the readings that I did today here on for Jamie, for you, for Michelle, if you're still here. It's beautiful, you guys. That is so beautiful. I love it. Cheers to that. I will drink to that, honey. Also, the artwork on this is just so beautiful. Okay, the next card we have, the last card for today, we have card number 30, Panthera. Pantera, the precious and rare. Here it is. Ooh, this is another long one. That's okay. All right. Pantera. Our faith and optimism are not meant to make us complacent, but rather to encourage us to believe that our action in the world will have a positive and real effect. Excuse me. There are situations where your voice, your courage, and your fearless determination are needed. You will make a difference. Cast helplessness or despair aside and find the fighter within. Fight for that which needs defending with all your heart. Do not yield. In a reading, this card says, you have the strength to handle any challenge, even the ones that intimidate you. You may feel that you are alone in the fight sometimes, but there are forces of good in spirit and upon the earth that are fighting with you, supporting you, believing in you, assisting you, and championing your success. It may not always feel like it, but you are not alone in this. Or it says, but you are not in this alone, but it's basically the same thing. There is help at hand to uncover a hidden piece of information which will allow truth and justice to prevail. The spiritual guidance of this card says, do not give up on yourself or the divine. You are not overreacting or making things seem more important than they are in truth. When, in the face of possible loss, something deep in our soul recoils in horror, it is a sign that something is not right. It is not a sign that we are too attached or not trusting enough in the divine to figure everything out. It is a sign that we must fight to safeguard what would otherwise perish. We are not here to be passive consumers of whatever the dominant mainstream consciousness tries to enact in the world. We are not here to be the embodiment. We are here to be the embodiment of loving consciousness, to be the fearless, determined enactors of wisdom. We are here to educate, to inform, to rebel and refuse, to speak up, to make waves, and to honor the light in such a way that we protect and preserve what has real value in this world. The body, the earth, and her creatures are not illusions. Saying that they are not real is not spiritual wisdom. That is an unholy deception perpetuated by the forces that don't want sacred activists derailing their devastating behaviors that place profit above all else. Those of the Matses, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Matses, those of this tribe of South America are known as the Jaguar people. Exposure to outside influences and grabs for their land have changed their economy, introduced diseases, and challenged the continuing existence of their culture. Their innate spiritual right to live as they choose has been violated. Short-sightedness, such as in the exploitation of their lands for financial greed, is never a part of the divine plan. We know this because the pure of heart recoil in horror and disgust at such events. We must not fall prey to the dark deception that tries to make us accept what is unacceptable by falsely attributing it to the divine. The recoil of the heart lets us know that the divine is not in that situation and has not created that situation. It has been created through the operation of darkness in the misuse of human free will. The divine is very much needed to correct and restore the situation before negative use of free will creates irreversible damage. We have the power to evoke that protective and corrective divine presence through the wise use of our own free will, which involves taking conscious action whilst praying for courage, inspiration, assistance, and protection. Such sacred activism builds self-esteem and boosts our belief in what is possible for wise and courageous people to create together. We become unwilling to be hoodwinked or be made to feel impotent in the face of unjust destruction. Instead, we rally and we rise. We gain energy and we become fierce with divine healing energy. Treasuring what is sacred, original, and worth preserving in human culture is part of our task as those who are aware enough to recognize it. One of the tribal wisdoms of the Matisse people, I hope I'm saying that correctly, Matisse, there is an accent on the E. It's spelled Matses, and there's an ampersand on the E. But one of the tribal wisdoms of the Matisse, is that an ampersand? No, that's not an ampersand. That's an accent, sorry. One of the tribal wisdoms of the Matisse people is that the best way to contribute is to do what one does best. There will be many who will want to stop you, and yet black jaguar, a rare variant of the panther species of South America, brings the medicine of fearlessness and a willingness to act, the ability to discover hidden knowledge and unravel secrets. The Matisses and the black jaguar are rare and endangered, unique treasures upon this earth. Their presence in our consciousness reflects a conversation taking place between our soul and the Divine Mother. She knows how to she knows how to heal any ills within her realm. All we need to do is follow the urgings of our heart and with confidence, and all that we need to know will be imparted so that her beautiful will can be brought to bear. Well, well, hello. Real Housewives of Tarot is in the house. What's up, Malls? How you been? It's good to see you. And you know what's so funny about that, holy cannoli? I mean, I'm going to my parents' house for Thanksgiving, but I'm not going with intentions to, celebrate Christopher Columbus or whatnot. I'm going with intentions to honor the lives of the Native Americans that have passed. Basically gave our lives so that we could live here. Now they weren't willingly giving their lives. They didn't have to give their lives. We took their lives, but you know what? It is what it is. The artwork is so beautiful. So beautiful. So beautiful. Molly, Molly, Molly. I'm so glad to see you here, Molly. Oh, thanks, boo. So that was our introduction to the Earth Warriors Oracle. Again, I'm going to be using this deck for our December readings, maybe January as well. We'll see. But, so there you have it, guys. I'm going to call it. It's almost 8 o'clock here for me, so it's time to go eat some dinner. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you all so very much, and it is so great to see you all. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon, and I will see you in the morning for morning coffee. Yeah? Great. Yay. That's interesting, Jamie. That's very interesting. Alrighty. So that's it. Cheers to you all. And I'll see you soon. Yeah? Oh no. Have a good night, everybody. Mwah. Bye.